Hey everybody, and welcome to Hocus Pocus. Today we're going to be doing a two-player run-through. We have player one's cards here, player two cards here, because my name is Richard, my wife's name is Jen. That's been done before, so I go player one, player two. We have our ingredients deck here. That's what we have in our hands, the various ingredients that go on the potion board, the pot, the potions pot. We have our witches up here, which are at full health. All three of them, just arised or whatever. So they're all feeling in excellent health. We have the spells that they can cast, the stun token, which doesn't go on one of them until we get three matching ingredients of a type or a color. We can see we have five different types and five different colors. We also have the trick tokens. These are special abilities that we can use during the game. So this is a cooperative game, so one of us is able to use one, 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 one. So we get 4 shots at doing something special. Once one of us uses one of them, it gets flipped over, can't be used anymore. We also have, look at, it's Binks. It's Binks. So Binks, well, does have something special to him. Let's get to that when we get to that. All right, so we have player 2 cards. I guess I can put it there, or if it, I mean, I'm probably going to end up putting it off camera anyway, so I guess I'll just set it there. Player 1's cards were here, and let's take a look at the ingredients we got. So, oh, we got a lot of blue. So, if we could manipulate our hand, manipulate the pot or whatever, so that we can perhaps get blue. The problem is, although it's a cooperative game, we cannot communicate with the other players except for one thing. We can ask, does anyone have an ingredient, whether it's, in using this for an example, whether it's oil of boil or blue, which eventually helps us determine if we want to play the blue one or we want to play oil of boil in this, I suppose. Oh, okay, here's an example. Do we want to play blue oil of boil, or do we want to play the purple dash of pox, or do we want to? So hopefully, us asking our opponents, who are only able to answer yes or no, uh, hopefully we can figure out, or hope, to say, well, hopefully this is what they're talking about, that kind of thing. So we have our regular ingredients. So of course, a regular ingredient is just, well, I'm going to play this on the spot where there's blue, or I'm going to play it on a spot where there is a dash of pox. Either way, I have lots of blues. Here's hoping, oh, but they're all oil of boil. So essentially, there's 3 oil of boils going on right now. And I think that's it. I think I have both blue oil of boils. I'm pretty sure that's how it works in terms of card count. So maybe that's not going to work out. I actually don't know then what to do, unless we can somehow manipulate this. Okay, so yeah, let's put down a regular card, but we also have these spell books and Binks. Binks can help us out a lot. Binks helps us or the others see someone's hand. Whoever ends up having Binks, and that's determined by the player who puts the Binks card down, who will end up getting it, as in the one who puts down this card chooses who will get it. That player then, if they want to, can just lay their hand open and everyone just knows what they have. Maybe I would like to do that so that we can maybe figure out, maybe. Well, let's try it. Let's see what happens. As for the spell books, that's a not so helpful thing. So we have some helpful, potentially helpful, and we have some harmful. What's this? When you lay one of these down, the witches cast their spell. So when one of these goes down, we'll just flip over a card, do whatever it says. Sometimes it's a lasting effect, and that would go to the end of the round. So if I put this down, we could, because I'm the one that has these. I don't know. So let's do this. Let's put Binks down. We are the player who's going to have Binks. And let's just do that and draw one more card. Ooh, and we get, wow, we're getting a lot of oil of boils. Okie dokie. So that to represent that our card, our hand is open for player 2 to see. So, oh, I should have asked, does anyone have blue? And then we would have answered no. And they're like, well, okay, blue's not going to help us, so I'll do something else. I didn't know that that this was the hand, but it worked out, so I'm just going to continue from here. Okay, so if I were to put down a card of Binks, then I have the opportunity to move them to my hand, and then boom, we both, if we have the memory capacity to, we could hopefully remember that we, who has what cards, at least to start off with before we start playing cards and then drawing cards. And I wonder if that would be useful, because I can't just say, I have green cards. And in a more than 2-player game, then it's useful to say, does someone have a green card? And this player here would, of course, say yes, because you have to answer. But here we are, it's face up. I can see that. But if there was a player 2 or a player 3, a player 3 or a player 4, they would also have their hands hidden, and only player 1, we would just know that. So in a 2-player game, it's a little, well, I can already see what you have, but it's the rules to ask. Does anyone have green? Yes, I have green. Okay, well, I can see that actually. So we already have a green one here. This would just be redundant. But if I kept this and the player 1 would have to put a card down, then they would know that I have a green lizard, so it's not a complete lost turn. If they have to put a card down and it's going to mess us up, the one that will mess us up would be the green lizard if we were going for green, because we already have 1, 2, 3 greens, although that does end up being 2. No, that's 3, because that's already green, so if you put 2 of these cards down, then we have 3. Okay. Let's go ahead and just see what happens. So let's put this down. I'm going to be the one who gets Binks. And, okay, we do get a few lizards. So we are the one with Binks now. So we have these fingers and the newt saliva. So Binks goes here. We drew a card, and that's good. So player 1 knows what player 2 has, but it's the game to ask, does anyone have green? Yes. Okay. So let's hope we're able to get that. That's not going to help us. And I can see from your hand that that really isn't going to help us. So let's continue. Hopefully player 2 can read my mind and know that. Let's see if we can get some more greens out here. So player 2, does anyone have orange? I'm going to signal that I'm going to put out orange without saying I'm going to put out orange. Not that that's a legal move. Sorry. Okay. Does anyone have orange? Yes, actually I do have an orange. Oh, someone has orange. Okay, anyways, I'm going to put out orange. Oh, that's okay, because the next card we can put down is this green one. Okay, fantastic. So we still have Binks. Let's see. This is a Binks card. You know what? Let's keep swapping. Okay. Ooh. Oh, isn't that lovely? Is not that lovely? So, like I said, I'm gonna take Binks now. No, I'm gonna give you Binks now, is what I mean to say. I put down that newt with the Binks. So so now it goes to you. So that's cool. So now you don't have to play with an open hand. The rule book says you may, but I believe it to our advantage to be able to do so. Even if you can't do anything about it, at least we could have tried. So green. Now I do remember that you had that dash of pox. So for now, we're okay laying down this blue dash of pox so that you can put your green dash of pox. And if we need to, I can stall by putting this down. Hopefully we get a blue one. No, we're going for green. Sorry, we're going for green. Oh no. Oh no. Uh, oh no. Okay. So player 2. Okay. Does anyone have Dash of Pox? No, you can see that I don't, but it's the game to say. So, okay, so I will do this and hope. Yes! Oh, okay. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I can stall for one turn. Oh, but not a second. Maybe I can next turn anyways. Oh, okay. Does anyone have tongue of thine own tongue? Yes. Oh, okay. Oh, wouldn't that be great if it was a green thine own tongue? Which I'm not saying out loud. I'm just in my head thinking, oh, wouldn't it be great? Um, because I can only ask a question or say yes or no to a question. That's it. That's the only talking we're allowed to do in this cooperative game. Oh, oh. Okay, okay. So, player, player 2. Oh, ah, oh, oh. Here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this. Swap an ingredient with a player. Okay, okay, done. Okay. So here's what I'm gonna do. It doesn't matter which one. So player 1 saw that I am doing that. I flipped that over and I'm giving them a card. So they're like, okie dokie. How about I just give you what I have double of? Maybe in the future that'll what'll be. Oh, that excites me. Okay. So player 2 goes like this. And player 1, oh, super stoked. We can see that we just stunned the witches. Let's continue this turn. Oh, it has a book. Oh, shoot. Shoot. I've been disregarding the spell book. And on this one too. Okay. Discard the top ingredient from each pile. Ah. Unless that ingredient shows Binks. Ah. 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 So close. Ah, jeepers, witches. Why are you so evil? No Binks, no Binks, no Binks, no Binks, no Binks. That one has Binks. Now we're back at 2 greens and 2 blues. Ah. Well, that wasn't supposed to be the spell that gets drawn. Okay. Certainly didn't want it to be. Okay. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Okay. Regroup. What can we do? We have 2 blues, 2 oranges, and a green. I just went, okay, yeah. I just went because player 1 would have won had he been able to play thine own tongue. Does anyone have orange? No. Arg. Because I could put that there, but then that would, oh, I don't even. Well, let's try it anyways. Let's. Okay, yeah, there's nothing on it. Okay, let's go for orange then. Player 2. Well, I'm not gonna mess up our oranges then, but I do have 2 of the same. So here we go, hoping again. Here we go, hoping again. That's just a regular card. Another regular. Oh, okay. I can keep stalling. I can keep stalling. Orange. Oh, does anyone have orange? No. I really want more oranges. Arg. Because this is already orange, and we need this to get to be orange to being orange. Does anyone have any orange? No. Arg. What do I do? Do I just keep going? Do I keep trying anyways? Let's put the odd one out. Draw. Ah. Okay. Player 1. Does anyone have, because I don't have orange. Does anyone have blue? Blue, yes. I wonder if it would be worth pursuing a path of blue. We were pursuing greens. Because we don't have any blues, but I have 2 blues. And I can stall for 1. Okay. So, on tongue. Player 2. Does anyone have any blues? Yes. Oh, okay. Player 1 still has blues, which I can see right there. Okay, so I'm going to put this. Purple. Player 1. Does anyone have any blues? Yes. Okay, player 1's feeling good. Okay, if you have more blues, then that means we have more of a shot. So, purple. Player 2. See, I can play more blue, which I don't want to do. Okay, but I do have the other blue, so I can stall. I can stall. No special cards. I can stall. Does anyone have purples? If I lay this down to stall for blue, they're going to think that I want to switch to purple. Because I can't just say, hey, don't put down that purple. Oops. I wish I had pinks. Someone just put down this card. We have to do a spell. Sorry, we have to do a spell, which it looks like I missed. Each player passes 1 random ingredient from their hand to the player on their right. It has to be random. So let's see what we got. Oh, let's see what we. Okay, maybe this is easier. 1 random ingredient. Okay, let's pass this one. Goes to player 1 and player 1. Oh, has to pass. There. Sure. It'll be this one. Going to player 2. Did that even? Okay. We got a bunch of mouths here. Do I have mouths? Oh, I do have a mouth. Oh, I have a purple mouth. But no orange. Oh. 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 Ah. But playing a card to be able to play a card is hard. Because I can't just play a purple one. I need to play it on a purple. Same with player 1 needs a yellow to play it on a yellow and a green to play it on a green, and we don't have those colors. Man. Maybe we do switch to purple, hey? Does anyone have purple? Yes. Okay. Do I play a spell book? No, I'm not playing a spell book now. Okay, so let's do that. Orange newt saliva. Player 1. Does anyone? Oh, sorry, this is hidden. Player 1. Does anyone have purple? Yes. Okay, player 1 has more purple. Player 2 has more purple, so I'm going to do this. I hope that's going to work out. More newt. Okay. Does anyone have purple? Yes. Of course, I can see you have more purple. So let's do this then. Okay, we're doing okay. That has a spell book though. So I'm going to play this first. That didn't happen. It's okay, so moving on. Okay, player 1. Does anyone have purple? Yes. Oh, player 1 has more purple. Okay, so let's do that. Bunch of greens. Player, does anyone have purple? No, you don't have purple. Okay, well, I'm going to do this anyways, but this has a spell book, so let's put that on. We're not going to get that purple. Okay. Tongue. Okay, so spell book, because of this one, spell book. Each player passes one random greeting from the hand to the player on the right. Okay, same one. Okay, random. That'll be that one, I guess. And player one, random. Oh, that will go to you. Okay, so player one's open hand is now this. Okay. Player two's closed hand is this. We don't have purples. We don't have enough of anything. Ah, that's the thing. You have to commit to something or else you're never going to get anything. But if you do commit to something and there's a card that you're just not going to get, it was a waste of time. Bah. And if you can play something, you have to play something. So, whose turn? I believe that was player two's turn for that. So player one's going to lay down. Then a purple. No. No purples. Well, shucks. And I can't just... what do? I have more greens. I could put down more greens. I don't have a newt. Because that's what I would do. If we're almost one away and we had another newt, I would just put a newt and hope a proper color comes out. But that is not the case in this case. What can you do? You have to put something down if you can, and I can. Oh, sorry, let's move this up. And I can. So I have to mess it up. Player two gets it. Is annoyed. All right. We have purple. Well, we have purple and we have green. So, oh, does anyone have green? Yes, of course I have green. So yeah, and spellbooks gets played. So, spellbook. Discard the top 5 cards from the ingredient deck. Oh no, when we run out of the ingredient deck, we lose. Easy as that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards closer to losing. Okay. Player 1. Does anyone have green? No. No. I need to put green. Blues. Wouldn't that have worked out easier, better earlier? Does anyone have blues? Yes. Okay. Let's blue and draw. Okay. Does anyone have blue? Yes. Okay, so you are going for blue thingy then. Does anyone have blues? No. Well, I can't swap ingredients. Wouldn't that have been nice to have not gotten a get rid of everything you just did card? What do I do? Keep going for blue. Okay, and that's a spellbook card. So spellbook. Discard top 5 cards of the ingredient. Okay. 4, 5. Okay, player 1. Does anyone have... Going for blues? Blue? Yes. Okay. So put a card on one of these ones then, because we're going to keep sticking with blue, is what I gather from that. So I can put a tongue or a newt. This is just easy to grab. And they're both, not special. So, okay. So you have purple. No. Does anyone have blue? No. I'm going to take Binks, I guess. Might as well, right? Okay, so Binks. I'll do this. Player 1 can see that we have no more blues. nor can I swap. I can discard 3 ingredients in the hopes that I get a blue salamander. Newt. Okay. And I can see you have a finger. I will keep the finger then. I will discard this 3 and hope 1, 2, 3. I get what we need. And then I still have to play a card. Okay. Well, this was done. I'm going to do this as well. Do not play an ingredient. Okay, do not play an ingredient, so that's done. So, we lost. Okay, so let's say that the round was successful for us. Let's say it was the blues. We can see that all ingredients are the same color. So Sarah would have been stunned. So what that means is any cards that have Sarah on it would not be cast. And that is Sarah alone. Like there's these cards where all 3 of them are on. Only Sarah would be cast. The other 2 are fine still casting the spell. So it's only good to counter the occasional spell. It's nice when it works out when you're like, oh, that spell that was about to be cast, nothing happens. Isn't that nice? And then we would have moved up the sun token, and this would just stay there for the round. And then we would continue doing that again, except we would have taken all these cards, all the cards in the discard pile, kept the ones with Binks and the book, and only put those back into the draw deck. And everything else that was normal would no longer be a part of the game. If there was some draw deck, don't worry about what's in the draw deck. Just add the special ones to the draw deck, shuffle that up, and there you go. So it gets harder and harder as the game goes. So we lost in the first round, and then the game gets harder. So that's Binks, that's that, and then it would be kind of reset like this. Binks would go back. Our hand would return. There would be no discard pile anymore. One of the witches would be stunned, and that would just stay there now. And that just stays as is. Only when this runs out do you then shuffle it in. But we had not run out yet, so that would just stay like that. And then player 1 and 2 would keep whatever was in their hand, would just stay in their hand. So, wouldn't that be nice if you still had some regulars to just increase the deck size just that little bit? And I think that's it. So there you go. Thank you very much for joining me for this playthrough of Hocus Pocus. And we'll see you next time. Have fun.